Do you believe in hypnosis? It's rubbish, isn't it? There's no chance of you doing anything silly.
Hi, I'm Dave Crane, and I'm inviting you to join me for my comedy stage hypnosis show on the iconic QE2. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go back to school, or to speak fluent Martian, or to dance like the world's greatest cheerleader, or maybe become a UFC world champion? You could do this, and you could do that, and this could be you too. I dare you to come and join me on stage, and together we'll discover an unbelievable version of you. Get your tickets now, and I'll see you there. Coming up next, I'm going to show you how to be a game changer. And when you join our gang, you can also get 12 months worth of membership for the price of only 50% off. Why? Because it is a Black Friday deal week. What does all that mean, Dave? I'll tell you next on Speak on Stage. So let's keep it short and sweet. I want to share with you a couple of things. First of all, it is our special event. In case you didn't know, this is our deal week, a Black Friday deal week, and today's the first day. It's Monday, the 20th of November, which means that until Tuesday, the 21st, this is going to be a live offer for you, and it's Speak on Stage. If you know about the Game Changers, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know about the Game Changers, then let me bring you up to speed. But first of all, let me share with you that this special offer has a QR code, and it finishes at midnight tonight. So for only that price there, that investment there, you get to be a game changer for the next 12 months. So what's that mean, Dave? What do I get for being a game changer? Why is $522 a good investment? We'll find out next. If you want to know more about it, by the way, go to speakonstage.com/BF/ or dash minus sign GC at speakonstage.com/BF minus sign GC. Okay, so let's get straight into it. It's a Black Friday deal week, and every day I'll be sharing with you these promotions.
I have been participating in Dave Crane's Industry Icon program.
You know that I do. But it's all leading towards this whole week is about how to be a game changer, how to be a thought leader. So day one is all about the game changers. So you're probably thinking, Dave, what's the game changers mean? Why should it be so important? Well, one of the things that I did this weekend, I went to Saudi and I was hosting one of the world's biggest events, which was called MISC. MISC is a global forum for thought leaders with over 35,000 attendees, all young people, millennials, Gen Zs. Next to me, everybody's young, I know that. And they came to learn from some of the biggest thought leaders, all different ideas, different ways of starting a business, existing, and also taking over the world and being super successful. Here's a little snippet of what I was doing at MISC. Good afternoon, everybody. Nice to see you. First of all, before we start anything, good afternoon? Oh, come on. It's going to be a long day otherwise. Good afternoon. Perfect. Excellent. My name is Dave Crane. It's my pleasure to be your host for the very first panel that we have today. And we've got some incredible guests who are going to be sharing exactly their thoughts because they're pioneers in their industry. The session now is called Digital Walls Have Ears. I've got the privilege of looking into the world of data privacy and how that affects your business, including misinformation and whether your stuff is actually safe. I'm going to share that with the leading minds of the industry. So I'm going to share, first of all, our wonderful guests. Next to me, we have Nathan Chan, the founder and CEO of Founder. Next, we have the visionary Nathan Chan, who actually, his journey from interviewing business icons like Richard Branson to creating a global media and education empire is nothing short of inspiring. When you Google the gentleman, you go, wow. And his dedication to empowering millions of entrepreneurs through Founder has established him as a trusted guide in the entrepreneurial world. Please put your hands together for Mr. Nathan Chan. Next to Nathan, we have Ahmed Hamdan, the pioneering CEO and co-founder of Uniphonic, and starting with a simple yet innovative idea for group texting with his brother in 2006, Ahmed has led Uniphonic to become a powerhouse used by over 5,000 businesses. And with his impressive fundraising feats and a vision to globalize cloud communications, Ahmed is not just a successful entrepreneur, but also a mentor dedicated to nurturing future talents. Please put your hands together for Ahmed Hamdan. And last but not least, joining us on the end is Nicholas Hulsmans, the dynamic co-founder of Dexerto. Now, Nicholas has shaped Dexerto with a leading voice in digital culture, reaching millions of millennials and Gen Z fans, and is recognized by Forbes 30 Under 30, as well as many other prestigious awards. He's at the forefront of esports and gaming journalism, so please put your hands together for Mr. Nicholas Hulsmans. Fantastic. Great to have you here.
There you go. There you see the gigs I've been doing. And this is traveling around the world doing this, hosting on behalf of Game Changers. And that's a community I want to invite you to come and join. Let me show you exactly why you need to be part of a Game Changers. And if you haven't seen this, then go to speakonstage.com/BF-GC, which of course stands for Game Changers. So the biggest Game Changer challenges are these ones. I don't know if you can see these easily, but one of the problems is, first of all, you struggle to close deals, or maybe networking, you can't find the right connections. Maybe you have self-doubt, thinking you're not good enough, or you don't have the right strategies to move forward. Or maybe even you don't have a direction. Where do I go? How can I be a game changer? Or you've got no brand. You don't stand out. You're not noticed. Nobody sees who you are. And over time, you become overwhelmed. You can't prioritize your tasks. And speaking, well, forget speaking. You've got no public speaking skills, or you're at least not very good doing it, or I can't even get gigs. That's what we find when people first join us, but it's really all about your mindset. All our Game Changers know they are outsiders when they start off, and that's why we teach them how to reinvent the game. You don't need to know what to change. It will find you. You will find that straight away you go, actually, this is what I need to do. And suddenly things fall into place. So when you are a game changer, first of all, you stop asking for permission or waiting for selection. That's one of the things that was major for me. I know what I want. I go for it. And if people don't like it, they have to get out of the way. You might feel you're alone, but then people start joining you. This is my story. So I'm going to share this with you in depth in a moment. You know when you live outside your comfort zone? No, you don't. You've always lived inside your comfort zone. Well, that's what most people think. And that's what most people feel. For me, I'm always outside my comfort zone. I love it. So the question is for you, which game do you want to play? Do you want to play the easy one, or the one that actually works out brilliant for you? Now, here's my story. You've seen it before, and I've said this before. Nobody chooses me by accident. Nobody turns around and says, let's get Dave Crane in. He's beautiful, or he's gorgeous, or he's fun. No, we don't know. They just say, we need to get somebody who can do the job. Who can we get? And they go for a number of different names. And at the bottom of the pile used to be Dave Crane, now a lot closer to the top. Because in order to be successful, you have to be impossible to ignore. And that really means building up your brand and making people know that you can deliver trust and certainty and credibility. Now, you won't know this, but I'm the king of imposter syndrome. I always felt on the outside growing up as a mixed race kid, or a black kid if you can't tell the difference, in white areas made it challenging because you never fit in, but you never show whether that's because of your personality or your score at school or your ability to score goals or score tries at rugby, or if people just don't like you because of the color of your skin. It's a huge challenge, and that can be with you for your entire life. And I'm not saying, oh, Dave Crane's the only person to ever experience this. I have no doubt that everybody who's successful got to where they were because they wanted to step up their game. They felt that they couldn't stay where they were because they would perish, internally and externally. You might find the same with you. You might not look like me or have the same experiences as me, but something inside you is going, I've got to be better. I've got to raise my game. I've got to be recognized, or I'll do what I can to make it, because I only get one go at this. If I don't make the best of it, then it's not worth anything to me. So as I had those experiences, those were the things I went through before I moved to Dubai. Now, I was kind of successful before I moved to Dubai. I worked on a lot of different things. Entertainment was in my DNA, as I've mentioned. So I worked on holiday resorts to learn to be a really skilled entertainer. And I was taking part in shows from a very early age and winning awards as well. the equivalent of Scotland's Got Talent, which is called Search for a Star. I came second in it when I was 11 years old and beat all the adults apart from one. And I don't know if it's true, but my parents said to me, the reason that you probably didn't win is because if you're an 11-year-old kid, they can't take you on the road and get you to do lots of big shows and so on because you're going to be in school. So that might be the reason. Or maybe I wasn't good enough. Doesn't matter. The point is that after 30 years of experience of being around and doing all these kind of things, included working with the Prince's Trust as King Charles, when his Prince Charles and commendation for the work that we were doing there with the Prince's Trust. I won Blind Date on TV. Yeah, there you go. The TV show, 20 million people were watching me. I won't show you a clip, not at this stage. I left the BBC and the UK forever because I didn't get a chance to prove who I was. I couldn't change the game because I didn't know the rules of the game, and I was waiting for somebody to turn around and say, Dave, you're amazing, let's do some stuff. It didn't happen. So with that, I had to find myself again. So I remember, as an entertainer, I came to Dubai, and I got to do the same thing, but bigger, as Bruce Willis and myself opening Planet Hollywood, and that's me on my own, hosting, bringing on Kanye West, as part of a number of amazing artists at Dubai Media City with the Desert Rhythm Festivals. So that went on. I did the entertainment thing, worked with a lot of big stars that you can see, hosted a lot of big events. You know this, and won commendations for Rugby Sevens, for all the different things I did with all the big stars, and also went on to become a life designer. Now, you may know about my hypnosis show. I'm doing a stage hypnosis show this weekend. And if you don't know anything about it, I'll tell you about it tomorrow when we have our day 2 special offer. But I'm not going to spoil it for today. But I became a life designer. That's when I first started coaching and helping people and working with major stars around the world, which is fascinating and really cool. Next up, speaker and coach, winning awards, speaking around the world. There's me in Brazil. In front of about 3,000 people with 13 different translators. Well, everyone had headphones on apart from those who could understand English, and all my jokes got translated badly. I've no doubt, because if your joke starts off bad, it's not going to get better through translation. Trust me, from experience of that. Went to lots of thought leaders. You can recognize some of them there. Incredible names that if you Google them, you go, wow, this is like somebody at the top of their food chain. And then the pandemic hit. So all these different companies I've been working with, all these different experiences, the pandemic wiped me out for 3 years. And this is why I want to come down to the game changers. I didn't realize it, but I was suffering from depression and anxiety. And of course, zero events is part of my ecosystem, part of my need to perform. Because if you take me back to that core wound, that imposter syndrome, in order to fit in, I don't fit in. I do what I can do to make sure that people notice me and position me the way I want it to be. That might make sense to you. But with nothing coming on, I realized that I was in a real state. And I had a thing called burn in, which is like burn out. Except you don't actually burn out and stop moving. It's like your tires are spinning in sand. Not catching anything, but the engine's still revving all the time. And so I realized that the life lesson for me was I was on my own. As an introvert, which believe it or not, I really am, I didn't really connect with people outside of the gigs. I had a small group of friends, but after 30 years in Dubai, they'd all left. And so when the pandemic hit, it was nice to be left alone for a while and not have to go out and meet people. But the problem was I'd left everybody and had no community. But of course, it's not what happens to you, it's what you do next that matters. And as you may have seen from the stuff I talk about, my catchphrase is jump and grow wings on the way down. So I had no community. So what do? You build a community. I had to build a new tribe of people who connected and interested in the stuff I was interested in. I couldn't just throw them together, but they had to be global, because if we ever went for another pandemic or a challenge like that, I didn't want to feel that I was on my own in one place with only the local people to play with. When I say local people, I don't just mean nationals from the UAE. I mean people based locally that I could go and see, because if you can't go and see them, it's not the same thing. I wanted to know that 24/7 people around the world were connected to me, and that's what I set out to build. That's what the Game Changers is. The Game Changers is big hitters from all around the globe. So you're thinking, why am I telling you all this? Because your expertise is valuable. Who you are really matters as a thought leader, because society values most your status. Your ability to prove that you're dominant, the ability to prove that you are successful and that you stick to your guns. Now, I won't spend too long on this, but the entire package of this week is built to help you raise your status, because knowledge is power and people will pay for that power. You might be sitting there thinking, oh, that can't be true, Dave. Look at me. Do you think people choose me because I look like this? It's because I'm really good at what I do, and how I can really help you is why you're interested in staying on this call. If you find that you're kind of frustrated because you're worried that you've been around a long time and there's young people coming in, then this is the solution. You are in the hardest of your punching years. You have the ability to turn stuff around really quickly because you know your game. But maybe the game that you're portraying to the world is not the one that you need to move forward with. Why not? Because of imposter syndrome, that voice in your head that tells you, I'm not good enough, I'll never make it, people won't appreciate me. That's why most people don't become game changers. So let's change that. Let's meet some game changers. First of all, Carl Wamsley, the construction mentor. We work together. He's an industry icon, actually, and he's got his construction mentor brand. And it's also been running almost 2 years now since official launch. The guy's incredible. And also Sahil Mehta works with Marshall Goldsmith. You may have read his books. You'll certainly have connected with him on LinkedIn. Make sure you connect with all these people, by the way. Carl Wamsley, connect with him, the construction mentor. He's on LinkedIn, as indeed is Sahil Mehta. He's one of our wonderful game changers. Sam Richards as well, Australia's #1 speaking coach, as voted in Yahoo Finance. Incredible lady. We've got a really incredible group of people. Not everybody at the high level that these people are, but they're all learning and growing as they go. So why don't most people reach their full potential? Self-doubt, no goals, procrastination, lack of discipline. How do I do it? Fear of failure. What if it all goes wrong? Or a fixed mindset. I must do it like this, and I am not changing, or you have to change because the world is changing around you. Also having low motivation, a lack of inner drive to achieve goals. That's common. Or risk aversion. What if it all goes wrong? Well, what if it all goes right? Or poor time management. I'm sorry, I've got no time to do this. Really? So at the end of your life, when you look back, could you have found time? Could you have found time when you were driving the car? Could you have found time when you were watching Netflix? Could you have found time when you were just wasting time? So all those things, and neglecting their well-being is an important part of this as well, because your mental well-being and your wellness are as important as your physical, because it all starts from inside. So most people don't do it. So why do you need to join the Game Changers? Let me share that with you right now. Well, first of all, you get a year's access to the Game Changers training modules. I'll tell you about them in a moment, which is worth, we've worked it out, over $6,000. That's amazing, isn't it? But you also get to connect to our global community, who are incredible team leaders, incredible thought leaders, incredible high achievers from all around the globe. You also get to our Telegram group, where we share insights and ideas, and everything that comes up to me first, I share within the group. You get to hear about things before anybody else. You get to have our thought leadership interviews. When I interview big stars, I put those interviews into the private part of our Game Changers community, so they get to see them first before anybody else does. You learn how to create incredible, great content, and we test you by giving you a chance to perform in front of our other Game Changers in a closed space, online, on LinkedIn or Zoom, or whichever you prefer, so we can critique and help you to grow it to be incredible content. We also help you to create a mindset of success. If you don't think of yourself as successful, it won't matter what everybody else does, you won't be successful. But if you understand what that means, then everywhere you go, you start upgrading and incrementing and getting incredible results. Next up, we help you to create your own success roadmap. You know my success roadmap? You probably don't actually, but if you haven't seen my success roadmap, this is it. This is how I help people to get to where they need to be. We do preparation and implementation. This is true for the Industry Icon program, which is for our top thought leaders, but it's also true for our Game Changers, who tend to be in the awareness and aspiration stage. We take them on to be doing the driving. Now, if you look at this in depth, it's an incredible, in fact, my book is going to be all about this, but I don't spend too long on this. I really want to spend more time telling you about the benefits of becoming a game changer. So you create your own success roadmap for your own business. You're also then able to design messaging maps so your clients are then interested in finding and working with you, because every time you talk, everything you say, they go, oh, yeah, that's what I need. We help you how to design your personal brand. Do you want to know how people can connect with you? And how to dominate on LinkedIn. And when you say dominate, I'm not talking about getting massive numbers. I'm getting the numbers from the people who are interested in the stuff that you do, want to work with you. That's not everybody. There's a thing called the 95-5 rule. That means that when you do advertising and marketing and you put your stuff out there, 95% of the people who see it are not ready for it yet. 5% are, and of them a percentage will buy. Now people think, oh, it's not working, I'm not going to do it again. But what happens is when people see who you are and what you do and they connect with it, they might not be ready to buy from you then, like you might not be, but you will know this is somebody who delivers with trust and credibility all the stuff that the game changers do. So when you're ready, you will join. That's the whole point. So that's what the strategy is. And there's a whole lot of stuff on LinkedIn. I talk about it all the time. How to influence and persuade. You've already seen what I do on stages. And how to overcome your own imposter syndrome. 92% of people have it. It's true. But it can help you to get over yours. Is there more? There's even more than this. How to speak on panels. I've just shown you how to dominate and how to work and run a panel, but also there's a special art of being in a panel when you can only speak at certain points to get your message across in sound bites that people will say, yep, I want to work with that person. How to make incredible podcasts like this one. How to develop a great presentation style so whoever you are, whatever you do, people say, well, that's the way they are. And I kind of like it because it works. It's very inclusive. How to deliver killer keynotes that people will pay for. All this is part of the game changers. How to reinvent and relaunch yourself. If you're thinking, I'm stuck in the mud, Dave, I don't know how to do this. We'll show you how. How to get paid international speaking gigs. How to survive and thrive in the future, depending on the pandemic, or even if you lose your job. Doesn't matter. Game changers will show you how to make sure you never are left without income. And you'll always be able to raise your game. How to make multiple streams of income, so not only do you get what comes in normally, but more and more. And this is the diagram we use for showing you, but there's more to this. When people talk about public speaking, it's not just about public speaking, it's about finding your voice. Now, your voice can be used on social media, it can be used on a panel, in a meetup group, it can be used in the way you write a book or you do a podcast. You don't have to speak in front of a large audience. And I show you how to do that as part of the Game Changers. We do monthly Q&A sessions where we come together like a family. And you can ask me anything and ask the group anything, because you'd be surprised how many people are connected all around the world. And when you turn up live, we give you a special gift. When you watch a replay, I don't include the gift. So you have to be there. You have to be in it to win it. Just like this special deal for Black Friday week. It only lasts 24 hours a day. Each day, each promotion. This one, and as I speak to you now, you've only got about 7-8 hours to take advantage of this, and it disappears completely. Everything goes back to its normal pricing. Ta-da! So I told you. And there you go. That's when we have our great groups together. And that's worth its weight in gold. Getting everyone together. I could point out who the big hitters are in this group. I mean, there's people here who are pioneers in AI. People here who are happiness experts, authors, PR experts. People are setting up businesses in different countries. And that's just looking at this particular group. It's unbelievable. So working with me is worth a fortune. I'm not talking about just working with me. I'm working with lots of different people as well. Plus, also, you get special discounts whenever we do promotions. Like everybody who's in the Game Changers got to know about this promotion before anybody else. And other stuff that's coming up as well. You get to know about that as well, because I look after those people first. So what's it matter? Well, let me share with you exactly how much it matters. Why don't you meet a few of our Game Changers?
He supported me to change the roles. He supported me to, get back into my feet.
Dave has just given me an opportunity to spin on my heels, click my heels, and say, I am the new take your dream to Dubai guy.
And the learning that I got was more about having the resilient life and living your life to the fullest and, maximizing your capabilities.
Hi, I'm Dave Crane. Let me introduce you to some of the Game Changers.
I'm Aziza. I am Dave's online business manager.
Basically, I make people look good talking about IT when they're from non-IT backgrounds.
In hospitality, I'm the leading lady behind many culinary chefs, also in Dubai, Grégoire Berger, the Michelin star chefs in Belgium.
In the last 17 years, I've been working on projects for the Dubai government, Abu Dhabi government, and Saudi Arabia government.
I'm from Santa Fe, New Mexico.
I'm a health and wellness coach, helping local governments, also solving problems.
Specialise mainly in hotels and airport construction.
I'm busy with many projects, so I moved to Dubai now, and I'm heading towards Saudi Arabia.
People come for the content, but stay for the community.
I like how Leonard's laughing.
Don't worry about it.
Sorry for the background noise because I'm sitting in Convention Hall in Las Vegas, Nevada.
So, with that being said, let's crack on this straight away. Today is a Q&A session.
What we're looking at here is a roadmap for an online course, an online educational platform.
A great session, Dave. Thank you. Lots of great advice, lots of great learning as well. Is there a chance that we could do this one time face-to-face?
I can help you with this, and absolute fantastic locations.
In that case,
there you go. You see, the Game Changers community strikes again.
Ask yourself this question: when are you going to join the Game Changers too? So there you go. That's the Game Changers. You met some of them. Our community is growing globally, and in fact, in our WhatsApp group, we've got over 360 people. But the Game Changers is when we really deep dive for people who want to make it all move, and you get an opportunity to be part of that at 50% off. If you do it now, you have to do it now. I'm going to show you the link in a moment. Inside the Game Changers system, that's basically what it looks like. You can get in, you can connect. There's lots of videos, lots of really good stuff that I mentioned earlier. Every single thing I mentioned earlier, that 1 to 20, has a video that shows you exactly how to do it. And when you come to our Game Changers live sessions, you can say, Dave, I watched that video all about how to get international events. Could you just go through a couple of points I made? And I'll go, yes, and I'll share with you everything. And I've got to share with you, one of the things is, people who join our Game Changers suddenly start getting 5, 6, 7-figure financial deals as a direct result of what they have done with the group. They're doing well anyway, they're doing okay at least, but suddenly when they build their brand and they know how to really close deals and position themselves properly, the game changes for them, and that's why they're changing the game as they go. So benefits for Game Changers: elevated brand, increased visibility. You build your credibility around the world. You expand your network to have people that really know and understand and care about you. None of this politics that you get at work where you're wondering what somebody's going to do behind your back. These people have one agenda, as to see you being successful and influence industry trends. The things that you talk about, the things that you do, people pay attention to you because you've built a brand that means that people know that you're worth quality. We cover everything at Game Changers, including our Q&A sessions. And this is your chance to join. By midnight tonight, by midnight Monday, the 20th of November, I will close the checkout. You won't be able to do it. The cart will be closed. But until then, you can go along to www.speakonstage.com BF-GC. That's www.speakonstage.com/BF-GC. That's for Game Changers. And you can take this special deal and really make it your own. It will change your life, I promise you. The details are within the comment section. I'll leave it for you here, and so you can see it. But it will change your life. There's no better way than being with a community of mindset correct people who live outside of the comfort zone, but also want to help you survive and thrive at the same time. These guys are amazing. It's one of the best things I've ever done, is creating the Game Changers. And that's only day one of this Thought Leaders package for the whole week. So join us now. I guarantee it will change your life. Tonight at midnight, it's going to be completely different. Tonight at midnight, we have a whole new special offer. So if you missed the one for Game Changers, don't turn around and say, Dave, I'm ready to do it now. Can I? Because the answer is no. It'll be at the normal rate. That means you pay the full price for 12 months, same as everybody else. If you do it right now, you get it for 50% off. You pay for 6 months only, and you get 12 months. And you throw yourself in at the deep end, and we'll help you. We'll teach you to swim. It's the most amazing thing. So that's it for us today. I hope you enjoyed this. Our Black Friday offers are all there if you want to do the QR code. And if you're watching and going, leave it up for a while, Dave. No, I'm not going to leave it up. You need to stop this video and do a scan of it. Press it, QR code if you're connected to the internet, or go to speakonstage.com, BF2023. You can register there still, and you'll get all these details, all these emails sent to you. So you can find every offer as it comes up. And some of them are very limited, so you only get a certain amount of time to be able to get them. And also they're limited because the numbers on them are very limited too. Luckily today, it's limited only by time, and it's there for you. Make sure you get your Black Friday offer. Today, it's the Game Changers, and that disappears. So, very exclusive. That's it, today's session. Short, sweet, become a game changer. It will change your life. Make sure you click on the link, have a look, join us, and I can't wait to take you to the highest level you could possibly be. That's it from me. Talk to you soon.